Hey guys, I'm over at PowerCon with Johnny Yong Bosch. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So, how are you finding this convention?
It's cool. It's fun. I mean, it's pretty intimate because it's like the first year. It's smaller, so we could spend more time with people. So it's fun. Yeah, it's cool.
So, have you found out that a lot more people have kind of just obviously they recognize you as Adam, but has anyone else come up to you and said, "Oh, you did this in X, Y, and Z"?
Yeah, I had a few people that know me from games and some of the anime stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So, what was it like working on the show?
That's a tough question. There's just so much, every single emotion you can think of. It was a lot of fun. But I mean, I look at it kind of like looking at high school, Well, actually, that's not.
High school was like that back in the day.
Sometimes it was cool, sometimes it wasn't, I guess.
Yeah. So, you just on a Q&A panel, and I know that's going to go online at some point. But what was your favorite out of Mighty Morphin, Zeo, and Turbo?
I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed Mighty Morphin because it was the first thing that I had ever done. And then Zeo was cool because I got to do more things. They started to bring Adam out of his, shy shell. And then Turbo was looking cool until they replaced us.
Yeah. I heard the story you said before of they replaced you and didn't tell you. Was it more? Did they tell you in the end why, or was it more? Just
no. They never really told us why. They never told me. But I heard from other people that they had said that you're getting too old or something like that. Which maybe that's true, but
that's true. So do you keep in contact with anyone from the show still, or because I know a few people you got, say Jason Font, he stays with Aaron Cahill and stuff like. Do you keep in contact with anyone from the show briefly or in depthly like they would do?
I do keep in contact with most of the guys that I work with or worked with when I was on the show, and but everybody's kind of gone off and they're doing their own things. And they're living in different places, so it's really a lot of times just through text or email, but it's whenever we have a con or something together when we can actually spend some time together.
So is it kind of like a back in the old days? Because they always say that when you kind of hang around with your friends at uni or college or something, you go kind of back to what it was briefly, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean for most of us, we can just pick right up where we left off, and then just catch up with whatever's been going on with each of us. But I mean, everybody's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's good. So I met you in 2007 back in the first ever PowerMorphCon they did in the States. And I know you went to one or two, and it just seems like when you all come back together, to me, it's like, I wouldn't say I was on the show, but literally it's all fun, and you all have a laugh, which is quite good.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just because, I don't know, I think everyone really pretty much gets along with each other for the most part. Not everyone, but, most of us do. And, at least the ones that go and, go to the cons and stuff like that. So, I get along with everyone. So it's fun.
So when you when you were Adam in Mighty Morphin or anything, did they show you the Sentai at all? Or did they say, this is where you're coming from, or at any point during the time?
No, they didn't show us any Sentai stuff. They basically... we just had a script, So they developed our characters from meeting us and stuff, and so they tried to make it as easy as possible for us to be that person or that character. But there wasn't any, showing us Sentai and what the history of the show is or any of that, because it's different. Power Rangers, the one that Saban did, is very different from the Sentai. They just used some stuff from it,
Yeah. So this is a question that I kind of want to ask everyone. If they said come back, but you couldn't be Adam, would you like a brand new character, or would you like a brand new character? Sometimes they do it in the Sentai where they kind of use older actors to be brand new people. Would you say
really?
Yeah?
Do that?
They did it with one of them was the Magi Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, and then he came back in Go Buster as someone completely different.
Really? Oh yeah. If they asked me to do that, I don't know. Who would I want to be?
Or is it would you like to be someone else, or would if they come back, but you're no, I want to be Adam?
I'd prefer to be Adam if they wanted me back, just because that's the character I know, and it would be cool. But I guess I wouldn't be opposed to being something else or someone else, you know. But I look like just an older version of Adam. I don't see how that would work.
You could be like his older brother that just comes in randomly.
Yeah.
Okay. So going on, because obviously you've done a lot more. How did you get into voice acting? Was it something from Power Rangers that you carried on, or was it something completely different?
No, actually, after Power Rangers, I did a film with the Alpha Stunts, the Japanese stunt team, and the camera that they had was a Japanese camera. The audio crew wasn't Japanese, and so it was kind of confusing getting the sound out. And so when everything was done, the film was finished, there was really no sound. It just got messed up. And so I was dubbing myself on the film, and the producer walked in and heard my voice, thought I had a decent voice, and asked me to come in and audition for a show called Trigun. I booked that role, and that really opened up the doors for me.
It was Vash the Stampede that was the main character. I know my friend, he was saying like, "Oh, that was not your first role," and I was like, "Yes, it was."
It was my first voiceover. Yeah.
Cool. So I've got some. So probably got one or two last questions. You've done so many different anime characters and video game characters. Which one kind of like stood out the most to you?
You know, I don't know. They're all. I mean, some of them. I've gotten a lot of really decent roles, so a lot of them stand out for me. You know, but I mean, there are some that I don't think about. But that's tough, man. It's a tough question, man. It's hard for me to pick my favorite role.
You say like top 3 then?
Well, Nero Devil May Cry 4 would be one of my favorites. Vash would be another one. Lelouch, maybe be an Ichigo. I really actually like Doraemon, which is the one that I'm currently working on. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough though. They say I listed more than 3.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine.
Keep on going.
Yeah.
Kiba and Wolfstream. Kana and Akira.
All right. I think it's like 1 too long. So, out of anything, like it doesn't have to be Power Rangers related, get anything in the world. If there could be one series that you would like to be in, star in, voice in, what would it be?
If there's one series, anything in the world.
Yeah. Or we can do top 3 if you want again.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't know. You know, I think I've been leaning more towards like I want to do my own projects. You know. So I would just like to be able to do, like, not totally stop doing other things, but I want to be able to do my own projects and some of my own ideas and some things that I would want to produce, you know, and create. So I don't know.
And the last one is, if you could give anyone advice into either acting, into doing voice work, what would you give them?
What advice would I give somebody who wants to be an actor or voice actor? Or voice actor?
Or both.
Or both, right? I don't know. I would say, you know, really, I mean, I'd say follow your dreams. If that's really your passion, go for it. But keep your eyes open as far as, like, don't get tunnel vision, you know, because you can easily get tunnel vision and think, I just want to do this. And that will make it very complicated. Sometimes you got to work from the bottom to get up, you know. And, yeah, just keep plugging away. And, I know that I didn't start off being like, I want to be, I did want to be an action star, but I didn't say I want to be a voice actor. Like it just fell into my lap, and now I'm just so grateful for being a voice actor. So keep your eyes open for any other opportunities along the way.
That's cool. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Again, with Johnny Yong Bosch. So again, thanks. And as always, guys, I will see you in a bit.